All that being said, Angel Reese has been so impressive this year so far. Those double doubles, we can't sleep on the record that she just set. First of all, anytime you pass Candace Parker in anything, that is an accomplishment. But also, it's the fact that it was back to back. So that consistency, that showing up for her team, is part of the reason that Angel Reese is a worthy candidate to talk about for Rookie of the Year. I would just pick Caitlin Clarke at this point.
You know, both of them are worthy by the time the end of the season will be. As of right now, it probably would be deadlock for me right now, Skip. Because Caitlin Clarke got off to somewhat of a fast start, so to speak. Like, it was the media attention, all the hype, and that was all our focus was on. Then all of a sudden, Angel Reese has come. Now, mind you, she's past Candace Parker, but Candace did it over 2 seasons, basically. She's done it just this season as a rookie.
And I'm not sure she's ready to stop yet. I think she might just keep on.
And when you think about it, for what it's worth, it seems to me it's harder to go 13 straight double-doubles than it is to have a triple-double.
I agree with that.
When you're shooting the basketball, it's 17 shots for her the last game for Caitlin Clarke. 17 shots.
3 of 12 from 3.
3 of 12 from 3. 12 of those shots with 3.
Now, out of all the people, you wouldn't expect Skip Bayless to basically be honest. Now, if you want to talk about a person delusional or not, just ask them a question. Caitlin Clarke fans. Ask them, is Caitlin the best player in the WNBA? Just ask them. They'll say, yeah. She's not. If you ask me, hey, do you think Angel Reese is the best basketball player in the WNBA? I'm going to tell you no. See, I can be reasonable and use logic. Because right now she's not. Do I think she's going to be that one day soon? Yeah. Is she right now? She's not. Neither is Caitlin. But they can't be honest. Now, I've got lady's name, the lady was talking earlier. She spoke, but constantly kept saying things about Angel Reese, but like a slight, like a passive-aggressive behavior. I'm going to give you credit, but I'm taking it back from you. Then when she speaks about Caitlin Clarke, she gives you all the hypotheticals and the good assumptions. When it comes to Angel, it's this, it's that. Like, when you watch these videos, my thing is just be aware when somebody's trying to play with you. Now I'm going to run it back to when she's speaking, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
He's in 4 or 5 of the stat categories, and her team is on pace to finish a lot better this year. It did.
Her team is on pace. Speculating. Be aware she's speculating. Be aware she's speculating.
Last year, meaning she has impacted the overall state of the team, whereas Angel Reese's Sky right now are not on pace.
Now, I'm going to speculate positive for Caitlin, and I'm going to speculate negative for Angel. Watching. They speak in codes, but again, I'm going to let it play.
To improve. So look at all of those things. All that being said, Angel Reese.
Here's a backhanded comment. It appears they're giving you credit for something, but they're going to take it back. Watch this now.
Has been so impressive this year so far. Those doubles, I can't sleep on the record that she just set. First of all, anytime you pass Candace Parker in anything, that is an accomplishment. But also, it's the fact that it was back to back. So that consistency, that showing up for her team, is part of the reason that Reese is a worthy candidate to talk.
Worthy candidate. See, let's play. I'm going to be disrespectful, but I'm going to do it in a sneaky fashion. I watch that kind of stuff. What you mean worthy? Now, she just said anytime you beat Candace Parker in anything, okay? Now, has Caitlin beat? Watch where I'm going at.
Talk about for Rookie of the Year. I would just pick Caitlin Clarke at this point.
Both of them are worthy.
Now, listen to this. He's buck dancing. Well, I almost said something. What? Listen what he's about to say. And then at the end of the video, watch what he say.
By the time the end of the season will be. As of right now, I will probably be deadlock for me right now, Skip.
Keep in mind, he just said deadlock now. Keep in mind, he said deadlock.
Because Caitlin Clarke got off to somewhat of a fast start, so to speak. Like, it was the media attention, all the hype, and that was all our focus was on. Then all of it.
By the way, that fast start you're talking about, that fast start, if you look at the games played, the feedback played way more games than Chicago. So now, if I play more games than another team, what is that doing for me? I'm getting more exposure. It's the mind games they play.
All of a sudden, Angel Reese has come. Now, mind you, she's past Candace Parker, but Candace did it over 2 seasons, basically.
And Reese has Candace Parker in 1 season. Candace did it in 2 seasons. A rookie did it in the 1st season.
She's done it just this season as a rookie.
And I'm not sure she's ready to stop yet. I think she might just keep on.
And when you think about it, for what it's worth, it seems to me it's harder to go 13 straight double-doubles than it is to have a triple-double.
I agree with
when
that.
you're shooting the basketball.
It's harder to go 13 double-doubles. It's harder to do that than triple-double. Now, I'm not, listen, Caitlin Clarke got triple-double. That's great. I'm not knocking that because it's not easy to do. I'm going to be fair. Easy to do. My point is, I don't like the disrespect they keep giving like little solo doses. You got to be aware of that.
Well, it's 17 shots for her the last game for Caitlin Clarke. 17 shots.
3 of 12 from 3.
3 of 12 from 3. 12 of those shots were threes attempted. Okay. So it's not like, look, the assists, the rebounds, all that's cool. But to get 13 double-doubles in a row, that's hard.
Yeah. By the way, Tina Charles has the all-time record of 22 in a row, and I just think Angel's got a great shot at that.
And she probably does has a great shot at it. But
22 in a season.
In a season. Yeah, she got a great shot at that in the season because you know she's able to rebound and do the things she's doing. But right now it's kind of like a deadlock because I also factor in all of those turnovers, Caitlin Clarke. There's just so many turnovers.
Keep in mind turnovers. Keep in mind turnovers.
Every time you look up, she's giving the ball to the other team. And so you factor that into the equation.
Funny.
And they both look worthy of it, like I said, Skip.
Look.
Every time you look up, she's giving the ball to the other team. And so you factor that into the equation. And they both look worthy of it, like I said, Skip. It'll come down to the end. It's going to come down.
Now, to be honest, I think, to me, to be fair, they're both worthy. For the drama to keep going and build, they would give them both. They're going to give them co-rookie of the year.
Now to the end.
Okay.
Now, watch Skip Bayless surprise everybody and be honest. Watch what he say now.
If I had to pick somebody right now, even though Caitlin is still a prohibitive betting favorite on this, and I would not bet against her ultimately winning this just because she's Caitlin Clarke, I would have to, at the halfway point, go Angel over Caitlin. And the reason being that Caitlin's specialty is shooting 3-point shots. That's what she does at the Steph Curry kind of level. And she's 33%, 33.1 from 3, and it ranks 32nd in the league. And it's just
she's 32nd, Caitlin Clarke, and shooting threes. I'm not being biased. I'm speaking facts. She's 32nd. She's ranked number 32 and shooting threes. 32.
It's just not that great. Not what she's better than that. And I'm pretty sure, will turn out better than that. I'll bet you she'll be 36 or 7% by the end of the year. Then you mentioned the turnovers. Caitlin Clarke now has 42 more turnovers than any other player.
42 more turnovers than any other player. 32nd ranked in 3-pointers. Let me say this again. Actually, it's 46 turnovers. 46 more turnovers than anybody else. Also ranked 32nd in threes.
In the league.
She added another 4 last game. Okay. Added another 4.
Okay. 42 more than Alyssa Thomas, who's second. 42 more? Are you kidding me? It's hard to overcome that. And so many, and I watch every game, so many are just careless. Like, I'll just try that. No, you shouldn't try that because that's not going to get through. Mm-hmm. Somebody's going to get fingertips on it and it's going to be loose and they're going to pick it up and go with it. Okay. So she is second in the league in assists, but
that's pretty good. Now, you got to give credit where credit's due. That's pretty good. That is pretty good.
It gets canceled out when you got 42 more turnovers than anybody else does.
That's bad.
And then
he's talking about your plus minus. 42 more turnovers, 46 more turnovers, and you lead in assists.
I look at what Angel has done on the offensive glass. It's beyond comprehension to me that she has 35 more offensive rebounds than anybody.
35 more offensive rebounds than anybody else. Caitlin Clarke has 40 plus more turnovers than anybody else.
In the league as a rookie,
Yep.
35 more offense. She has 97 offensive rebounds. As you both know, it's just about desire. It's about guts. It's about want to. I want the basketball worse than you do. And I saw her teammate, Marina Mabry, said yesterday, she's super physical for a rookie, which is hard to do. It is. That's a physical brand of basketball that they play.
Definitely.
Now, this is what I was saying about toughness. Angel plays in the paint, in the hole. You can't be soft in that spot. I'm not calling Caitlin Clarke soft at all. I'm not saying that. My point is she's taking more of a beating. It's just the reality. Call it what it is.
Interior basketball, they are banging bodies. And every time I look up when I'm watching Angel, she's just in the middle of everything. She just wants the basketball worse than anybody else does on the offensive glass. And once she gets a hold of it, she is highly capable of going straight back up with it and scoring it up off the glass or whatever she has to do. And she's not that far behind. She's 14 a game, 14.1 just scoring points, and Caitlin's at 16.1.
Angel Reese is 14 plus points a game. Catch this. Caitlin Clarke is 16. Who has more opportunities to score the ball? I'm not going to answer that question. This is why I'm saying when you break stuff down, the stands get upset. This is not bashing Caitlin Clarke. My point is tone it down a bit. To sit there and say Angel Reese is a worthy opponent, knock it off. She averaged 2 more points a game, which is pretty good for both of them. Pretty good for both of them.
So it's not huge.
But when you look at it, and you made a great point about what's your strength. Your strength is 3-point shooting, where you're in the 30th percentile. You're at the bottom, right?
Caitlin Clarke's strength is 3-pointers. She's at the bottom. Catch this.
You're at the bottom. And if Angel Reese's strength is boards and putting it back up at the cup, she's at the top of that.
So Angel's position she's playing, she's at the top. Caitlin Clarke's position she's playing, she's at the bottom. Again, this is not bashing Caitlin Clarke. My point is people keep talking and speaking because they're based on emotions. And the next thing I'm going to show you guys is going to prove my point about emotion.
So she's living up to her strength, where Caitlin really isn't yet,
Not
as far
yet.
as the 3-point shooting percentage
No.
goes.
Right, but
Okay.
Steph Curry wasn't Steph.
She's about to make the dumbest comparison. She just could not be quiet.
Curry at the beginning. And by the way, Steph Curry really had to work at getting his
Of
turnovers
course.
down.
Mhm.
So I'm not sure we can judge. It's kind of like talking about Bronny and Simon.
I agree with that.
We can't really
but
judge
when we
either
compare,
rookie year. But that's what's
you know-
so
But we're only
great. I
talking
mean,
about
that
rookie
is.
She's been changing her mind real quick. Watch her change her mind. Watch this.
year, though. We're not talking about rookie versus vet.
No, I
These are two
understand.
rookies.
I get it. I'm just
She don't get it. She don't understand. This is her now. Her emotions are coming into play. She don't get it.
saying about the long term, about her 3-point
Yeah.
shooting ability. But here's the thing.
She can fix that.
Watch this. And watch she walk it back.
This conversation is a great example of why the WNBA is exploding in popularity. It's not just Caitlin Clarke. It is this rivalry. And you can come.
Washington says not just Caitlin Clarke, it's Angel Reese. Listen when people speak. Listen, that's not accidental. She was saying them all those videos. Now she can't say it.
Compare it, look, it has the potential at least to be the magic
It
Larry
does.
Bird.
It
And I'm not
does.
talking about skill set. I'm just
Yeah.
talking about an
Right.
explosive set
Yeah.
of growth for the league.
It-
And they've both been exceptional.
They have been exceptional. Okay. I don't want to come across as a Caitlin hater because I'm not. I really, I'm pretty much in awe of her quick trigger and depth. She can shoot threes because when she pulls up from the logo, it's gone quickly.
I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna be honest. When Caitlin Clarke shoots from the mid court or the logo, I'm watching and hoping it goes in. See, if y'all hated her, I would hope it missed. This is what I'm saying within me. I'm hoping to go in. So I don't hate her. The point is this. She's not living up to where they put her at. I think she'll get there. But they're comparing what they think she's gonna be to what Angela is right now. That's the problem.
And effortlessly, and she can shoot it from distance with strength that I just talked about how physical Angel is. her strength shooting threes where she just flicks her wrist from the logo and it gets there. I'm like, that's unbelievable. I've not seen that before.
Can't shoot.
And she is a gifted passer. This is what's
Now, I've seen Caitlin make passes. I'm like, you know what? Didn't see that coming. Now that's a good point. She can really pass. Like when you can't take that away from her. She can really pass. Like I've seen some pass. Like that was NBA worthy. And I'm not just saying that. She can really pass.
driving me crazy because she's the greatest scorer in the history of college basketball, men's or women's.
That's not really accurate.
In the last 7 second halves that I've watched, I'm not saying she's choking or shutting it down. She just pulls back. Like, I'm going to make sure I'm going to keep everybody involved, and I'm not going to be very involved because I can show you her numbers over the last 7 second halves. And they're pedestrian for a player of her caliber coming out of college, because I keep thinking, even though she's a rookie, she is the point guard, and she did make the All-Star team. And so I keep thinking she'll impose her will on this game. She'll take it over and she'll force the action, whatever. I don't know how many times, because she's a very good defensive rebounder, not offensive, just defensive, because she's got a nose for the basketball. It's almost like Rodman-esque, where she just knows the carom. She's going to play the angle. She's going to get a whole.
Now she has a really, really basketball IQ. That's obvious.
A lot of defensive rebounds, because her defensive rebounds aren't that far. She's 122 to 140. So she's only 18 defensive rebounds behind Angel. Okay, that's spectacular. I give you that. But I don't know how many times I'm watching the game on Saturday, she would get the defensive board and go with it and push it and then
slow down.
Back it up.
Can't do that.
Let's all get set up. I'm thinking, just force the issue.
I don't know if all of the off-court noise has had an effect on the way Caitlin is playing basketball games. I don't know that. I'm not in.
Whenever somebody says this, I don't know so-and-so, and they keep talking, they don't care. They don't care about knowing it or not. They're going to make a point. They're about to make a point off what they just told you they don't know. That's pure bias. So let's hear it.
Back it up. Pull it back. Let's all get set up. I'm thinking, just force the issue.
I don't know if all of the off-court noise has had an effect on the way Caitlin is playing basketball games. I don't know that. I'm not in her head. But if one of the things that you've been criticized for that's been a huge topic of conversation is, oh, are you bigger than the league? Or, oh, you don't respect the elders? Or, oh, your teammates? Or any of that crap, frankly, as far as I'm concerned, that has been the conversation.
You see how they will find an excuse. Now, I'm not saying Caitlin Clarke asked for an excuse. I'm not saying that. They will find an excuse. To whenever you make a point about what she's not doing or what she should be doing better, they're gonna find an excuse. When it becomes an Angel, no excuse is given. None.
Around her, I don't know if that means that she is, as you point out, trying to get more of her team.
So why are you talking about a point? You keep saying you don't know. The reality is put in your mind where you think, oh, that's the case. Oh, see, this is the why. Like, cut no.
Teammates involved, not taking over games by herself at the end. I don't know, but that is one thing that she.
I remember what Keyshawn said at the beginning of the podcast. Remember what he said now. Watch how fake. He's about to reveal himself. Not even knowing it.
It's to deal with it, other people don't.
She shot the ball 17 times. How much more you want to shoot?
I think she could shoot 20 or 25 times. That wouldn't bother me a bit, because her team's not loaded with shooters. You know, like you said,
So it's been in my stream because I was listening. as I said earlier, I'm not against Caitlin Clarke. I just hope her shots go in. Now, if she's playing against Angel Reese, yeah, I'm a little biased, but I don't hope I don't want her to play bad. But like I say, you can't do videos on YouTube. Like, I'm not copyrighting anybody's video. I'm screen sharing a video and it gets taken down. Well, muted or paused. So my point is this is why it's hard. I've tried to post 4 videos. Yeah. And they've all gotten blocked or deleted. So let's try this one. They're gonna probably do it again. We'll try it. Let's see if they take this one down.
Ask and you shall receive. Kayla Mendenhall sent a comment in saying, I think it was Peck who just said on ESPN today that she would still give Reese the lead. She also said she has a bias towards post players. Doesn't that kind of make what she said invalid? The 2 reasons she gave was because Reese has a better efficiency and net rating, I think it was. Can you do a video kind of explaining that? Sure. This is said video kind of explaining that. Angel Reese does have the edge on Caitlin Clarke when it comes to some specific advanced stats. Now, advanced stats.
He struggles so bad. He's struggling so bad, but you'll get it.
You have to look at, what they mean and what they represent and what exactly they are in order to understand the context for that. But let's take a look at some advanced stats for a second here. We'll go to the WNBA page, and you can see I have this sorted by net rating right now, which is one of the stats that Carolyn Peck noted on the broadcast. Angel Reese is right here, 2.3. She's plus 2.3 in net rating. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clarke is a lot further down the list. I haven't
a lot further down the list. Now, hold on. Now, we just heard Skip. Well, first, this is Skip. Skip was going to say they cut my string off. He said, if you remove the names from the jersey and just spoke about accolades, who would you give it to? The lady in the middle and Keyshawn Johnson both said Angel Reese's number. Let's think in for a second. They both said if you remove both the faces and the names, who would you choose as Rookie of the Year based on numbers? They all, according to Skip, said both of the other 2 said Angel Reese's number. Now, why is that important? Because they just basically told themselves they're being clearly biased, giving you an opinion that they're saying, I think she should be this. No, don't do that. If I'm going to pick somebody, I'm going to give you reasons logically why I think so, not just because of my emotions. If you look at numbers, a triple-double is not easy to get. They're not. She got one. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Angel has 13 double-doubles, 13 in a row. That's really hard to get as a rookie. If you remove the names, you will never, ever, ever pick one triple-double over. I don't care if the people's reverse. You would never pick one triple-double over 13. You would never do that. But they're doing that because of, why they're doing that.
Found her yet. I think she's right on this page. Let's scroll up. Where's Caitlin at? She's minus 8 something. Minus 8.1 right there. Caitlin Clarke in net rating. So what is net rating? That is your offensive rating subtracted by your defensive rating.
Your offensive rating subtracted by defensive rating. And he says Caitlin Clarke is way, 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 way down below Angel.
Giving the net rating. And offensive and defensive ratings are points per 100 possessions and points allowed per 100 possessions. So basically, it's trying to break it down on a per possession basis and show how good your team is with you on the floor or off the floor on a per possession basis. Now, Clarke's numbers in that category are going to be skewed a little bit because she's on the floor so much.
Excuses. Now, to be fair, he's pretty fair. He's a little biased, is what it is, but he's pretty fair. I don't give me that. Don't give me that because she's on the court a whole lot more. I don't want to hear that. You cannot use that as an excuse.
She almost never is off the floor. And the Fever got blown out a lot early in the year. There were a lot of blowout games for the Indiana Fever. So that number is going to be negative for Caitlin as a result. Doesn't take anything away from Angel, who I think I saw Rebecca Lobo post today just now is tracking with the best rebounding rate maybe like ever.
The best rebounding rate ever? Watch this.
Or close to ever. Yeah, here it is. This is from Rebecca Lobo's account. She put this up. At the midway point of a rookie year, Angel Reese is flirting with the highest rebound per game season average the WNBA has ever seen. As you can see, she's just behind Jonquel and Sylvia there. So like Angel Reese is having a legitimately historic
Watch this
season. And some advanced stats are going to favor Reese because
they can't help it. It's like it's ingrained. If you know, you know. It's ingrained. It's like you can't hold this against Caitlin because she's on the court so much. So why would you say this? It's funny to me, actually.
And some advanced stats are going to favor Reese because she doesn't have the ball that much.
What?
So she's doing a lot with a little, if that makes sense.
No, but go ahead.
She is out there and on the floor, she is converting at a good rate without having the floor. She is
struggling to find reasons to not. Angel, look, just listen to this.
Is converting at a good rate without having to do a lot volume-wise. Meanwhile, on the other side, Caitlin Clarke is doing a lot with volume, which can hurt your efficiency stats at times because Caitlin has the ball so much. She's shooting a bunch.
See, this is my point. She's shooting so much. Oh, she make more shots. It'll go up, won't it? Yes. It'll go. If she make more shots, it'll go up. Duh. He ain't going to say that.
Doing a lot, which is also resulting in her generating the most points. In combined points and assists, I did the video on that. You can see that nobody in the league has generated more points for their team than Caitlin Clarke, which ultimately is the kind of thing that I think wins the day for her in any argument.
There you go. This is outright bias. Outright. Remember that list he just showed us? None of that matters. I told you, like the other video, they'll give you credit, but just hold on. They're going to take it from you. Credit. Oh, debit. Thank you. This is what they do.
Which ultimately is the kind of thing that I think wins the day for her in any argument. But at the same time, I'm not going to crush what Carolyn Peck had to say on the broadcast because she at least supported her argument, right? Like it wasn't like she said Angel Reese is the rookie of the year and there's no reason for it. She said she used the term grown woman numbers. And of course that blew up as a result because she said that. This is a player who was coming and putting up grown.
Marvin Harris, I don't know about that. Clarke has no basketball game, only at 3. I don't know about that. I can't agree with you on that. What I will say, she has not lived up to their expectations. This ain't against Caitlin. She has not yet lived up to their expectations. The problem is they're comparing Angel Reese's game right now to Caitlin Clarke's expectations. That's not fair to Angel Reese. Because Caitlin Clarke can pass the ball. She can pass. She can pass. She has a really good basketball IQ. I can't lie. I'm not gonna do that. But again, my point is showing you guys this. They're comparing Angel Reese with speculation of Caitlin Clarke. That's not fair. You don't do that. And they're doing that.
Woman numbers. But she also supported her argument with the advanced stats. She made a case for Reese doing the dirty work and the things that.
Now, you have a rookie, top of her lane and rebounding, right? 13 double double right out of college, and she's leading. And you want to snub that? Come on. Like, really? Can you imagine if Caitlin Clarke had 13 double doubles? Slow down. Can you imagine if she had 13 double doubles straight? Exactly. Exactly. And Angel Stone had one triple double. You see where I'm going over this?
Don't necessarily generally get praised. And I don't want to hear Reese's rebound crapped on because that's like a special thing. She's special at that. And she really helps her team. Like Angel Reese is a extremely valuable player. She's scoring at a better rate now, a more efficient rate. I got nothing bad to say about.
You kind of did, buddy. And I like this guy. He's kind of cool. He's to me, he's a little biased. I see that, but it's okay. It's not a big deal.
What she's been able to do out on the floor. And in fact, I think both of these women, as I've said many times, should be on the Olympic team. They both should be on the Olympic team.
Now, another discussion. Do I think Caitlin should be on the Olympic team without Angel? No, I don't. Do I think Angel should be on the Olympic team without Caitlin? No, I don't. That's very important because what you want to do is cross those fan bases. They're going to cross an All-Star game when All-Stars play against USA. What you want to do is cross those fan bases globally. See, that reaches here on the All-Star. We're talking about around the globe. So to me, I would have put both of them on the Olympic team if it was up to me. I'd have done that. Not Reese without Clarke, not Clarke without Reese. I'd have done that.
To me, the argument swings if I'm picking between Rookie of the Year. I say it's Caitlin.
He's already picked. What you mean if you're picking? You've already picked. You've already said that.
And Clarke, because I think Caitlin Clarke is doing MVP level stuff. Or
you heard that? You heard it just said. Let me run that. See, this is what I'm saying. This is the bias I can't stand. No structure to what he just said. Listen what he just said.
Caitlin Clarke is doing MVP level stuff.
Hold on. Andrew Reese, the first rookie to get 13 double-doubles. What do you mean MVP stuff? Caitlin Clarke leads the league in turnovers by having 46 turnovers. This is all facts. Caitlin Clarke has 46 more turnovers than anybody in the league. Factual. Caitlin Clarke is a three-point specialist. She is ranked 32nd, not second or third, not third or second. She's ranked number 32 in three-pointers. Listen carefully. She's ranked number 32 in three-pointers. Angel Reese is at the top in her lane. The top. Caitlin Clarke is at the top in her lane. That's all facts. Good baller, good IQ, floor acumen. I get that. But Caitlin Clarke is at the bottom in her lane. Reese is at the top in her lane. 13 double-doubles. What you mean? See, this is what I'm saying is slight. Disrespect. Don't just say that. Because then you'll be arguing these. Well, I ain't gonna say that. You'll be arguing people online saying what he just said. And that's just bias.
Or moving in that direction, at least. And if you remember, Monica McNutt had also made the case on an ESPN broadcast or a telecast that when it comes to the standings, that was how she was going to decide.
See, this is when you're talking to somebody that's total slow. Like really slow. Angel has zero basketball skills. This is what I'm saying. See, when you talk, people like this are super slow. I want to say something else. Super slow. 13 double-doubles in a row. 13. Homie the Clown said the basketball skills. This is what I'm saying. The idiocy.
Who was the Rookie of the Year at that time? The Sky were ahead of the Fever. If you look at the standings now, the Fever are ahead of the Sky, 9 and 13, 8 and 12. It's still very, very close there. but it does feel like the Indiana Fever are moving in the other direction.
Now hold on. This is what I'm saying. It does feel like the Indiana Fever is moving the other direction. All right, cool. You ready for this? Up the whole ESPN app. Let's go to the WNBA. Now, keep in mind what he just said. So, the Fever are 9-13. 9-13. The Sky is 8-12. Now, 9-13. Yeah. I think 9 is the same distance from 13 as 8 is from 12. I'm pretty sure that. I'm pretty sure. Now, the Fever has won one more game. That's true. So this is what you're gonna base it off of? Like, here we go again to bias stuff.
And they just beat the New York Liberty. Caitlin Clarke was responsible for 55% of their points in that game on either points or assists. Clarke's overall individual numbers are now starting to get to an eye-popping level when you count points, rebounds, and assists.
Hold up, buddy. Stop it. No, it's not. This is what I'm saying, bias. Caitlin Clarke is ranked number 32nd at 31. 32nd in three-pointers. Caitlin Clarke has 46 more turnovers than anybody. So you roll on that one.
Her entire stat line, it's not a normal production, especially for a rookie guard in the WNBA. But again, what Angel Reese is doing is not normal either. Like, so when people like to say, Reese is getting her own rebounds off of her own misses or whatever they try.
Address right here. This you can't take people like this serious. You can't. He just addressed the point. Now I'm gonna spin this back a little. Look at the comment on the screen. What you just say. Watch this now.
Reese is getting her own rebounds off of her own misses or whatever they try to do to discredit Angel Reese. I'm not having that either. Like, I can say I think Caitlin Clarke is the rookie of the year, but all praise is due to what Angel Reese has been able to do.
See, when you come to me with that silly argument, she put her own rebound. Knock it off. Like, when has that ever mattered? When has it ever? It hasn't. So why y'all saying that? But again. So, check this out. If you took Angel's name off and Caitlin Clarke's name off, 13 double-double. How many games have they won? Okay. 1 triple-double. How many games have they won? Okay. Who in the world would pick 1 triple-double over 13 in a row as a rookie? Nobody. Nobody. They're doing this because of who it is. That's why. Whenever I see somebody come with this nonsense about this raggedy argument, she put back up on rebounds. You know how many teams lost championships in the NBA because the guy couldn't put his own rebound back up and he missed a shot and they lost? So let's knock it off. That's very important. Let's be easy with that. Be easy with that. I've already done the stats. I'm not going backwards. I've already done the stats.
I mean, look, if what she was doing wasn't special, it wouldn't be record-breaking, right? Like, just like when Caitlin Clarke had the first ever rookie triple-double, that was noteworthy because there have been a lot of WNBA rookies, and none of them had ever had a triple-double. Same thing goes for with Angel, like double-double, 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 double-double. Candace Parker legend of the game, the only one to have had as many consecutive double-doubles until Reese passed her in that regard. So, you're not going to find me being biased or
All right,
sitting.
hold on. You want a cupcake? Since you want a cupcake, so let me explain something to you real quick. You cupcaking. Let me scrape the ice off a little bit. Get down to the cake. I'm gonna be fair with you. I'm gonna read it. It's a paint player heavy league. Guards have it tougher, and Caitlin Clarke is doing it while being defended the hardest than any other player. You see, what you just said makes no sense. I saw where you were going in with that. That's a lie. That's a lie. If she guarded heavily, that's true. That's true. One question though. One question. Who cares? That's basketball. So when you make an excuse for a basketball player doing their job to stop other basketball player, that's an excuse. And you got a shot blocked 2 games ago. I forgot what it was. It was blocked. No excuses. It got blocked. Move on. Ain't no excuses for that. Do better next time. Don't explain why she blocked a shot. Move on. Do better. Y'all can let it go. You just can't let it go. You will find any and every excuse. This is what I'm saying. You're not being fair. Y'all, it's not the truth. That's your truth. That's what y'all say. That's live your truth. That's your truth. Y'all will find any reason. This is what you're doing. You're comparing what Angel is really doing in reality to what you hope Caitlin to do in the future. That's just the reality of it. That's the reality. I don't want to hear. Listen, if Angel came in the WNBA and she was struggling, I don't want to hear about it's hard. We don't care. We know that WNBA is harder than the college. So if she said, I don't want to hear no excuses. Stop giving Caitlin excuses. Well, you're not giving her anything. Stop making excuses. It's the imminent. Hold on. A decent to. Oh, I got what you're saying. White players in the arena. I'll just open up the arena to all those white fans who were. Thank you. Now you know what? This is a good point. I've gone back and watched. I thought, let me go look at this. Let me look at this page. Y'all get this on TikTok also. Most of the people's pages go to their channel and see how old the channel is, and then see how active they are. They just started getting active this year and last year. What does that mean? If you stop posting heavy about basketball this year and last year, you're a stan. You want to promote your biases against black people through Caitlin. That's all you're doing. You don't even know basketball. One dude literally was in the comments said, Caitlin Clarke has more touchdowns. I'm not making this up. The dude literally said she has more touchdowns than Angel Reese. That was a real comment. A person actually said that. Football. Here we. You ready for this? Caitlin Clarke, she is all around better player. See? Right here. Delusional. A triple-double trouble. My bad. He said the last he heard is a triple-double is better than a double-double. Well, sir, you are correct. You're correct. You're correct. Here's your argument. $1 is better than, you ready? 50 cents. But I have, you ready? 13 50-cent pieces. You only got $1. See your problem with your argument? You're going to value $1 more than 13 50-cent pieces. Are you? Can you do the math? Can you know 13 times 0.5 mean? Do you know the? So once again, that's silly to even say that. You're being biased. What you said made no sense. You're being biased though. And this is what I'm saying. People talk so much about basketball and no people talking about. None. Here we go again. No one has ever done it. Sir, you cupcaking too hard. Okay, we get it. We get it. Are we ready for this? No one has ever done it before. Set a record. Oh, wow. Congrats. Now, You ready for this? She's 32nd in 3-pointers. 32nd in 3-pointers. Reese is 1 or 2 in rebounds. Turnovers. Caitlin Clarke leads anybody else in the league with 46 more. Lie to yourself. If Reese had 46 turnovers, you know what they'd be saying? You know what they'd be saying. You know what they'd be saying. If her rebounding was 32nd, you know what they'd be saying? No, let's be real. If Reese rebounding was 32nd in the league with 46 more turnovers, you know what they'd be saying? Cut her. As a matter of fact, she's been cut. See? This is what you call moving the goalpost. And just say you don't like a person, we can just move on. Don't be lying like it really matters, because it don't really matter. So again, make a point, make it make sense. Remove your emotions out of the way. Remove your emotions. That's what emotional. You don't even like basketball. You like that a white girl get recognition. And some of y'all, most of y'all are Caucasian. Nothing's wrong with that. You like, I'm gonna show my little pride to what she's doing and trash talk the black girl. It all started with John Cena. Remember the John Cena? You can't remember that? Remember that? The John Cena? Who started doing that? Oh, Clarke did, right? Oh, well, why y'all got upset? Oh, it got done back to her. See, that sounds so familiar. It always happens. You start something and we respond, you get upset. See, y'all hate, a lot of y'all racist people, you hate that a black girl beat Caitlin the first go round. And you hate that black girl beat Caitlin second go round. You hate that. So what you gonna celebrate? Oh, the most points. Move the goalpost. Live inside the goalpost. I don't care. What you're saying is irrelevant. You're too emotional. I said most. Clean these out. I said most. So here we go again. You know what? Clarke team should hire you. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. Way too much. And again, let y'all tell her she's the savior of 3. She should be number 1, right? Exactly. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. My thing is, just say that. Before you speak or talk, just say that. Just say it. That's okay. I know where he's gonna go at. Speak a piece, but I know you're biased. So when you speak, yeah, I get it. I get it. So before I hop out of here, hold on, I'm playing some more video before I get out of here.
Here, trying to discredit what Angel Reese has done. In fact, I hope I'm doing the opposite and giving the proper credit and recognition for what Angel Reese has done. You're a high volume, high usage player who is the catalyst for your entire team's offense, as Caitlin Clarke is, and on the receiving end of the bulk of the defensive attention, number 1 on the scouting report, as Caitlin Clarke is, and you're still producing as much as Caitlin Clarke is, generating more total points than anyone in the league, I can't help but pick you as Rookie of the Year. And that's acknowledging that Angel's been special.
Actually, no, it's not. So hold on. Let's see, they're gonna block me again.
They weren't very good.
She's a basketball player. That play that you just showed, that was the right move. You can get the 2, but it's a 3-point
Okay,
game. So I'm gonna kick it back out.
So then a couple of minutes go by and she comes down the next time and she said, okay, I'm just going to do this myself. And I'm saying, just go, man.
It's a learning curve, though.
You can do this. You can.
The funny part about this all, they're gonna be so biased towards Caitlin's pathetic. Pathetic. No one ever gave Angel a shot. They gave all the credit to Caitlin Clarke. That's my point. Now, if anybody want to speak their piece, I'm gonna drop the link. Now, I ain't gonna be on long. Don't get on me. Don't get on cursing. Don't get on calling white women out of their name. Don't get on calling nobody their name. We ain't gonna do all that. Okay, that's how you feel. Keep it to yourself. I'm gonna drop the link. If nobody shows up, we'll just finish this video off and I'm out of here. But thanks for everybody that dropped by. So, ouch. So there is the link. If you want to come up, please have your camera and audio on. If you don't, if I can't see your face, I'm not gonna bring you in the room.
You can shoot it. You can do both. And I know she's the classic combo guard because I think she's very comfortable distributing the basketball. I think she loves it. I think she really enjoys it.
It's 10 assists.
It's LeBron-esque where she really gets a kick out of making the right pass, even though she tries things she shouldn't try. But the point is, when she's trying things she shouldn't try, it's always in trying to get a teammate involved, get them an easy bucket. A lot of them come from Aaliyah Boston because she'll break, off the pick and roll, and she'll try to bounce it into her to get her an easy bucket, and it gets picked off, it gets knocked away. So the point is, they've been extraordinary for rookies, but right now, Angel is just playing at such a high level. It's going to be, to your point, Keyshawn, it could become like a dead heat, but I would not bet against Caitlin winning it just because
momentum.
It's the momentum, and it's the sellouts.
But Angel's catching up because we're talking about the double doubles, right? We're talking about her game, her strength.
It takes.
Hold up. So that game when did you listen? You saw that game when Caitlin was going back for Kelsey Plum. I play basketball. When you're shorter, you better be quick, fast, to do different things, and play defense. Offense is good. Plum showed not Angel, but Caitlin, how to move around, and that's what I'm saying. I saw that game. That is my point. What Plum did that night is how they talk about Caitlin. Perfect point. What Plum did that night against the Fever is how they talk about Caitlin, and she ain't there yet.
Yeah, of course. But as far as a rookie thing goes, rookie of the year, I think it's going to be all the way to the end. It's just going to be deadlock.
But if I just did the blind,
Kennedy Carter, I'm not going to say this is better than Caitlin Clarke. They play different positions. I'm not going to say that. I am going to say is Kennedy Carter is a problem. A problem on the court. A problem. She can actually dunk at her height. If you know, you know.
Taste test, and it gave you their numbers and you didn't know their names. I think you might give Angel a slight edge. Just a slight edge.
Yeah.
Just on the numbers.
Yeah, I would.
So, interesting. Thanks.
Yeah.
It takes both of them.
They've been extraordinary for rookies, but right now, Angel is just playing at such a high level. It's going to be, to your point, Keyshawn, it could become like a dead heat, but I would not bet against Caitlin winning it just because
momentum.
It's the momentum, and it's the sellouts.
But Angel's catching up because we're talking about the double doubles, right? We're talking about her game, her strength.
Yeah.
It takes both of them.
Yeah, of course. But as far as a rookie thing goes, rookie of the year, I think it's going to be all the way to the end. It's just going to be deadlock.
But if I just did the blind taste test, and it gave you their number.
Yeah, of course. But as far as a rookie thing goes, rookie of the year, I think it's going to be all the way to the end. It's just going to be deadlock.
But if I just did the blind taste test, and it gave you their numbers and you didn't know their names, I think you might give Angel a slight edge. Just a slight edge.
Yeah.
Just on the numbers.
Yeah, I would.
So, interesting.
Now, he said I would give it to Angel. In the beginning of the video, he said he was deadlocked. He said, and late in the middle, second thing her name, they will give it to Angel just off numbers alone. I'm confused. Isn't it about numbers? That's what I thought it was about numbers. But see, when they get involved, it's about everything else. The attendance. We don't want to hear about attendance. He had attendance up everywhere. That's great. Does Caitlin have something to do with that? Sure, she does. Reese also. So let's stop with that nonsense. Let's knock it off with that. They both contributed. Okay, if you want to say one did more than the other, who cares? But you keep speaking like it's on the Clarke effect. Stop it. Like, just stop. People want her to do so good, so great, so quick. All right.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up? What's up?
Hey, so first and foremost, I want to say, listen, I have no racial bone in my body. You know, me, I'm looking at just straight, pure, on the ball, on the court play, stats that I see, and I'm gonna be 100% transparent. I'm coming to the WNBA as a new fan. First and foremost, I'm be total transparent. I've never watched WNBA game before. I watched Caitlin Clarke on her first run with Angel Reese, and I started watching basketball then. So I'm gonna be 100% transparent with everybody because I don't want to be one of these guys that say, "Oh, I've been watching all my life. I'm a baller." All these things. So I want to be 100% transparent when I'm saying that. I'm coming by objectively looking at what I see. Angel Reese is an outstanding player. She's great. She's done some amazing things. I don't care about the off the field antics. I'm talking about her straight balling game is great. But two things can be true at the same time. So is Caitlin Clarke. What they both do for their teams, and what I had to educate myself on was by them playing in two different positions and listening to people that actually know the game and commentate about the game. The girl that was on Gilbert Arenas podcast said that, I think she said something very valuable. It's like what you value is going to lead you to who you think is better, which I thought was very smart because if you value the shooting, the guards, the passing, and all that, what I say is the sexy part of basketball, you're going to value Caitlin Clarke. But if you value the banging in the box, in the box, in the paint, put up rebounds, doing the gritty work, what I learned was the WNBA is a paint heavy league, and that's what I was trying to say in my post earlier. WNBA is a paint heavy league, and they respect like the Asia Wilson, which is an amazing player as well. Well, I think this whole nonsense again. She's getting outshined by the noise when she's the best player in the world, hands down. So what I wanted to get at, what I was trying to explain to you is I'm looking at it objectively by knowing a little bit about basketball. I mean, my son plays, so I know a little bit about basketball, but I'm looking at the facts on the court and how she's impacting the game. That's why I say for me, CC is a better player because they're the worst team and they're in the 7th seed, and everything runs through her. Now, Kennedy Carter on the sky, she is a dog. I think she's better in some aspects, better than Caitlin Clarke, hands down. So I'm not up here just to praise Caitlin Clarke's, accolades. I'm here to be honest and truthful that they both are great.
Okay. Now here's a question. And I heard you made good points. One issue. This is why I was saying this earlier. Hold on. This is where people had lost it in college. If you are a dentist and I'm a neurosurgeon, how am I a better doctor than you? We don't do the same thing. You compare things that are the same. So when we're saying, "Oh, she's better," I'm like, no. But I hear the arguments and I know what people are trying to say. But if she was a point guard, Clarke, point guard, Reese, well, you got to compare them. Same position. Angel Reese's job is to clean up Caitlin Clarke's mistakes.
Yeah, correct.
So if I come behind the dustpan, you get the broom. How are we comparing? See, my point was in the beginning in college, you can't compare that.
Correct, I agree.
And people say, "Oh, she's better." At some things, that's true. LeBron is better than Jordan. Some things, that's true. They don't play the same position.
Correct. So my question to you is then, do you think it should? I think it inevitably should be a rookie of the year because they play two different ends of the spectrum of the game.
That's what I said in the very beginning.
I didn't.
That's
Sorry,
why
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it.
no. That's why I said that, because when you do that, she's better. You can't argue that.
Yeah,
Angel's better. You can't argue that. But then same position, no. So she's gonna. Caitlin Clarke is not getting those rebounds Angel's getting because of the height.
correct.
Angel's not shooting from the logo. That's not her. So they don't do the same thing.
Correct.
But we're not saying me and you. The argument is who's better. That's a silly argument.
Yeah.
It's like
I
that's
agree.
best
And
friend.
I learned that when I listened, because again, I'm new to the WNBA, so I learned that by listening to the people that are actually playing the game, like actually on the field, on the court, playing the game. And when I forgot her name, she was on the Gilbert Arenas, I forgot her name, but she said that she's like, you can't compare the two. They're two different. It's what you value. No, not Witherspoon. The other, the girl that actually plays for the she plays for, I forgot what team she plays for, but she's the skinny black girl that's on the show.
She don't play anymore.
She don't play no more. I thought she played this year, not Witherspoon.
If you saw a video, she said, I'm gonna say this, and I don't play with nobody. I don't have a team I'm going on. So I said she would say something controversial. And even when she speaks, she's biased. She's biased to older players.
Gotcha.
Younger ones coming in. And
Yeah.
see my point. This is why I say people are arguing, basically white and black are arguing who's better, and they don't play the same position.
Correct.
So you
Correct.
can't compare that. And that's why I told the guy, I said, hey, she's number 32 in threes.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't take away from her star power. Reese has done 13 double-doubles. That's hard to do. Caitlin Clarke would have got a double. That's pretty good to do. She's the floor general. Clarke, high IQ. Reese is the dog in the paint. They do their job respectfully, great in their own.
Oranges and apples.
So arguing, that she's better. Doing when I hear, that's why I said earlier, people are making it personal.
Mm-hmm.
I see the comments about ghetto. I see that. They're making
That's
it
crazy.
personal.
That's crazy to me. That shouldn't even be in the conversation.
Now, well, you saw what happened when they played basketball in college. The guy called them dirty debutantes.
I agree. It shouldn't be that way. And but you know what? But that's the bad of culture, right? And I think if we could elevate the conversation like we're talking right now, if we could elevate the conversation to be focused on basketball and not the nonsense it doesn't stick up against the wall. You know, if we elevate it as black men, right? If we elevate the game and the conversation around the game, me being a novice, you obviously knowing more than I do, but if we elevate the content and the character and the narrative around it, we have control of that to push away all the nonsense.
Now, this guy said right here, he said it's not about race, it's about generation. Reese speaks to the old guard, bully ball. The new kids want to choke it up. I'm not going to disagree with you. I'm not. Here's the issue. Reese plays that way because she has to.
Yeah.
Clarke plays that way because she has to. Now, is Reese game more bully ball? Yes. But she don't hold up the old guard. You know why? If you didn't have a good what's the young lady name on Clarke on the Fever?
Oh, Boston, Leah Boston.
Well, Boston, right?
Yeah.
If she was horrible at her job, how many points to put back think Caitlin would have? Not as much as you have now.
Nope.
So they have to get those bodies in the paint. So I got what you're saying. Again, when I listened, when Andrew the third game, she got fouled hard. Not with Alyssa Thomas. She fell in the court and made a mean face at the camera. And she got fouled by an older person. I said, see, you got to be that tough. You can't come in the rookie being all frail. And also another guy said, listen, Caitlin Clarke is 6 feet. Not even 170. That's light. It's her frame. Now, some guy mentioned Kelly. You see how she's more solid and she's more speedy. She's faster.
Mm-hmm.
Caitlin will come down the court, and you saw this too. Walk the ball up. What are you doing? They just scored on you fast. That's you watch football?
Yeah.
Okay. If we're behind by 14 points,
my tempo's gonna be higher.
You think we should keep running the ball?
No.
So when you're down points, Caitlin, why are you walking the ball court? You can't do that.
Do you think it's because in the beginning of the season she had a tough time with them catching her passes? Do you think it's because she was more hesitant? No, I can't say that because that's how she got her turnover. She's gonna pass regardless. So I can't even say that. I can't even say that.
Now you ask the question. Once this is my point. If it's a problem with her passes, that's fine. All week long, doing passing drills. Mm-hmm. See, I put people saying, "Oh, no, stop with that." Because you know what's gonna happen? If you keep Mr. Caitlin Clarke's passes, you're gonna be out of here. Is that
exactly?
You're gonna be gone. So my point is, when the ball down and y'all are down, you ready for this? One guy said, "I don't know if it was you." She gets double and triple.
I did say so. I'll explain that. What I was getting at is I think people are missing the fact that no one has ever, as a rookie, gotten a triple double. That's a heavyweight. Yeah, Reese has done a great job getting 13 double doubles. That's hard to do. That's extremely hard to do. But no one has ever, as a rookie, gotten a triple double. There is I think that makes it even as far as what Reese did and what Caitlin Clarke, like we talked about before, it makes it kind of even because no one has ever done this. But Reese has also surpassed this.
Oh, wait a minute. Check this out. To your argument. If you're saying 13 double doubles is the same as one triple double, what you're also saying is this. You're also saying this. 1 3-pointer is better than 8 2-pointers. It's not.
I mean, I don't think that's my logic. And if it comes off that way, that's not what I'm trying to portray. I'm just trying to say the difficulty because if you think about it, there's been 975 something like that rookies that come through the WNBA, and I was shocked when I heard that. I thought like no one as a rookie has got a triple double before. That's crazy. But and even the commentators were shocked. On that was on live. She was shocked. That was doing the broadcast. So that's what I'm saying. No one has ever since the inception of the league done that.
Watch this. The next double Andrew get for the next 2, it's gonna be no one is ever. That's gonna happen.
Correct. She's gonna get 28. She's gonna get 28 this year. I'm gonna call it.
But watch this. Who's had 14 and 15 in a row?
Just nobody's had it in 14 in a row.
Not a season in a row.
No one. Exactly.
So the next one she get, it's never happened.
I agree.
Hold on. Not only that has it never happened, she has gotten 14 of them.
Yeah.
So you have gotten 14 of something somebody's never done versus one something nobody's ever done. See what I'm going at with that?
I agree, and that will then take her to another level, right? So that's what I'm saying. So when she gets to that point, I agree, 100% agree with you. Take nothing away from her, and so I think that's where the debate of them two gets lost in translation. Because yes, although I am a Caitlin Clarke fan, right, I am still a realist. I'm still a realist and able to recognize real and understand that two things can be true at the same time. Caitlin Clarke and Angel Reese are both historically great rookies, and that will continue throughout their career to be amazing WNBA players. Both can be true, But as far as the rookie of the year, I think because they're literally opposite sides of the spectrum, you have to do a co-rookie of the year. This would be the first year they do it.
That's why I was saying. But now, you ready for this? This is how you find a stan, not a fan, a stan. Mm-hmm. I can say Angel is not the best player in the WNBA. They cannot say Caitlin isn't. They can't say that.
I can.
See, that's not. I'm not saying you.
Oh yeah.
Most of them don't say that. They say she is. You do that, I can't take you serious.
No.
Neither one of them are.
No. I mean, you got Ionescu that's a better shooter. I mean, like I said, Caitlin Clarke's 4th on 3 points made, but 3-point percentage, you're absolutely right. She's like 34 or 32nd like that on percentage. But you got Asia Wilson. You got what's her name? Enrique. She's pretty good too. No one's really talking about her that much. You got Chelsea Plum. You have what's her name? Open McQuarrie.
I can't think of her name. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, you got all these players that are established in the league that they're actually averaging more points than the Caitlin Clarke or Angel Reese together. And I think if you're not saying that, you're being disingenuous and not being true to what the argument is.
When you do that, that tells me one thing: you don't care about basketball.
Correct.
You just care about Clarke. So
Correct.
see, when you do that, you're not helping the basketball. You're not helping the game move forward, and that's
Correct.
why I don't see any videos. That's like I don't speak down on Caitlin Clarke, because if I say one thing about her positive, the rest of the guy will take that what I said and take off with it. See, he said it. We can be logical with Angel Reese. We can be like, okay, she got to do this better, that better. Don't be honest.
Yeah.
Whenever the people lose, what do you hear? Fire the coach, right or wrong?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's not being logical.
No, it's not.
Here's why. If you fire the coach sides, and they get another coach in, and they start losing also, what does that mean? It wasn't the coach.
Wasn't the coach.
3, other coaches say, you know what? I don't want to coach her because she's gonna be the one getting coaches fired.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll create. So the point of what I'm saying is, her stands are making it worse for her.
Yeah.
Because you're putting her. Compare what we see on the court. I'm fine with that.
Correct.
They're comparing. Like I played a video with Skip Bayless. The lady in the middle. She compared what she thinks is gonna do to what Angel's doing right now. That's not fair.
And so my question to you is, do you think Christy Sides, and this is just me observing the league as a whole, there's a lot of paint work, there's a lot of driving to the basket, there's a lot of paint work. Do you think, just like when Steph came into the league, they weren't ready for that type of play? Do you think the WNBA isn't yet ready for a player like Caitlin Clarke? So adjusting to that on Christy Sides' side, and also on the opposing team side, and also just how you cover the game, I don't think the league is ready for a person like Caitlin Clarke, because she's different than what the NBA product is. The WNBA product is.
Here's what's gonna happen. If they're not ready, let's go with they're not ready. Let's go with that. Here's the problem with that. If Caitlin Clarke start making more threes, they're gonna force them to get ready.
Correct.
If you don't, it's gonna stay the same.
Correct. I agree.
You gotta force their hand. So that's what I'm saying. Their argument is she's not making threes, they'll adjust. They're like, oh, that's what she's doing? Okay. They're gonna adjust.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is the coach. Watch what happens. Caitlin Clarke plays almost every game, right or wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. Full through. Yep.
Now, I was bad on her. I don't. Truly, I don't. You know what happens when the players not used to that, right? Now, keep in mind, they just came up with college, a whole college season. Keep in mind now. What do you think is going to happen to her body up and down the court? She's point guard down the court. I can see that. I don't know what happened. I can already see it. She gets
in the 11-game stretch they had. She was exhausted.
If she get, you said it right. Not tired, exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
Your ligaments get exhausted, got a problem.
Injury.
That Achilles get exhausted, got a problem. That's what I'm saying. His issue. If she goes down with an Achilles, it's over. Not for her career. No. Then sides are gonna say, you know what? All the blame is on her. They're wrong though. What you gonna do? Say Caitlin Clarke. Whenever I see her, I'm gonna fuss that.
Correct.
Who's making the bad for Caitlin Clarke? The WNBA and her stand.
Yeah.
If I respect something, I ain't running into the ground. We can win or lose. I'm fine. I'll still have it.
Correct.
But if I don't care about you, it's about money. I'll run into the ground. They'll make it to Caitlin Clarke. They'll let me tell you that. They'll try. They'll never be the one to hurt. They'll try. That's what I said. All these games she's playing, bringing the ball to the court, stress, cutting. She got some crossovers and all that. And once again, look at her frame.
Yeah, she ain't ready for it. She's not built for the vigorousness of the league.
Okay. Now look at Kelsey Plum's frame. You see, they're almost the same height, but you do see she's a little heavier. She has WNBA weight.
Yeah.
Clarke doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get that weight to get an injury. They ain't seeing like that. They want to win. Okay, if she go down, y'all done.
Done. And so, but that brings me to my point. That's the reason why I think Caitlin Clarke is better. And it's not because of skill or position. It's because of her impact on her team, right? If Caitlin Clarke goes down, they probably won't win another game the rest of the season. If Angel Reese goes down, you got Camila Cardoso still that can pick up the slack. You got people that can pick up the slack. But now they won't be able to produce like she produces, but they still be able to win some games because Kennedy Carter's on that team.
But here's the thing. I'm playing chess with you the whole while. I've been playing chess the whole while. You know what you just said? It.
What?
You named a person.
Huh?
We're talking about a person in Reese that was not drafted first to her team.
I agree.
Second. She's outperforming like that and was the second draft of that team. They let it sink in for a second.
Mm-hmm.
The second. When you go first, you are expected to play like that, right or wrong?
Correct, yeah.
Go 7, when expect. So what I'm saying is Caitlin Clarke is playing her expectations or a little below. I'm being fair.
I think she's a little bit below her expectations just because of the attention she's getting. She wasn't ready because she didn't get guarded like that in college. So she's learning how to handle that. That's a lot. She's getting a lot thrown at her with the blitzes and the double teams. So she is a little underperforming as far as points wise. The other part of her game, I think, is translated.
But now Reese is way over performing out of the box.
Correct.
That's when they go with that's why I say when you said better, I can't say that. There's things Caitlin do, Reese just can't do. I can say that. It doesn't bother me because it's a fact.
Yeah.
The fact makes I have issues with it myself. There's things Clarke can never do that Reese does.
Correct.
It's a fact. It go both ways.
Yeah.
So now my point was and again, I'm not saying it's her fault. Fans or stands, they don't care about Clarke, stands that are racist, they don't like black people, it's gonna be real. They brought their hatred towards black people through her. I've seen that. When people insult Reese, it's personal. I don't insult Clarke personally. Hey, that makes no sense. I'm talking about basketball. As I said before we started talking earlier, you cannot walk the ball up court. You know why? You're giving them time to set for defense.
Set up defense, yeah.
Well, she can double and triple. Well, now hold on. Can Clarke dribble? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Can she do some crossovers? Yes or no?
Yeah.
I totally agree. Now here's a question for you. Why is she walking the ball to the court? She can dribble.
I think that's a coaching decision. So if you look at, I read a stat today. Actually, the same guy that you just had on earlier, he said somebody told him a stat that the Fever have been 7-0 when Caitlin Clarke has had more than, I think it was 8 rebounds a game, and it's because when she gets to rebound, her team is already out, running their lanes and getting downfield, and turns it into a fast break. So I agree with you. If she's walking the ball up the court, now the team, the fast pace that the Fever play in, they can no longer do. They're set up in a half court now, and now they got the defense gonna blitz her and come off screen. She can't do that, so now they got to get into the half court game, which they're not good at.
Now what does that tell you? They will never beat fast-paced teams ever doing that. Now somebody said that's called coaching. See, this is what I'm saying. Here's the comment right here. See, right here.
You can't blame it on the coach because the players got to play the game, right? So the coach can have the scheme. I'm a football coach. I can have a scheme, prepare my players, train them, and work them together. Once they're on between those lines, it's up to them. I can yell and scream from the sideline all day long. Right. But if I got to continue to do that, then that player just ain't grasping the concept in real time. So I gotta replace them.
Now you remember when they called for Size to be fired because they said, "Oh, she can't shoot." What Size said in this game? I gave Caitlin what?
The green light.
Yep. So now that means if she ain't shooting, hold on.
I think she was scared.
It was 2 games after that. Caitlin, I'm like, shoot. She passed it. The ball went out of bounds. I'm like, that's on you. That's on you. Listen. They're both rookies, so we can't get too far.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. Her stands don't see it like that. Let her grow into who she's gonna be. They got her so high up to where she messes up, it's like nobody really cares because they're not being realistic.
Yeah.
Of course, our fans care, family. I understand that.
Mm.
But when she walked the ball from their goal, their basketball goal, half court, I'm like, hey, you done.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
are you doing? It's locked down. Now what's going to happen?
Yep. Yep.
Force the pass. That's what her turnovers. Listen to me. She has 46 more
Oh, yeah.
turnovers. That you know where they come from? Walking the ball up the court. You're now
Getting trapped.
trapped.
Yep.
What you gonna do? You're gonna now you forced to do something.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's what I said. And I'm gonna say this: if you got to get the ball in Caitlin Clarke's hand to have court and get back to her, do it.
Yeah. But
They're
do
not
you think that she was scared because she didn't want to come? I really think that Caitlin Clarke is humble, like in her core. She really wants to get her team involved. And I think in the beginning of the season, once she seen that she was getting attacked so much, she wanted to get her team more involved, which I think led to her being apprehensive shooting.
That could be a possibility. The problem is the league don't care. You can't do that.
Oh, I agree.
Now, once again, if she keep walking the ball, remember me because they got some games tomorrow. And I want to be able to kind of watch the game as I be on live. Of course, you can't show the game.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'll show you. You can, when you are your size. Now watch this. Attack Plum at half court. See what happens. She'll blow past you.
She got to one step. Her first step is fast.
Attack Carter. Blow past you.
Yeah.
You ain't doing that. You know why? They respect your speed. Katie can dribble, and she got crossovers. What's the problem?
Yeah.
What's the problem?
Speed.
That should be a problem.
Yeah.
But you're allowing teams to set up. Your turnover is going to go up. And who's that put pressure on? Boston.
Yep.
You know why? She got to now come out the hole, out the paint. Then run back to the paint. That's a big. She shouldn't be doing that much. Now she's exhausted.
Yeah.
When you allow a team to trap you at half court, the whole team suffers.
Yep. So I'm gonna put some flame to the fire for you real quick. What do you think about the narrative of Angel Reese in the first half of her season getting her rebounds by putting her own shots back up?
People said that.
I thought it was funny. I thought it was comical. I mean, yeah, in basketball it happens. I suck at basketball. Listen, I'm a rebounder at heart. That's all I do. But I'm gonna get my because I ain't gonna make the shot. That's real. What do you think about that narrative?
Now, I can think of the guy's name. He played basketball. He annihilated that. But what that does is it tries to take away from what Angel Reese does.
Understood.
I'll give you a perfect example. There's 3 teams in NBA that lost championship games because a guy could not back up his own shot.
I think I've seen that. I think I've seen that. Who was that? Who was that? I think I've seen that report.
So now, what does that mean? Those are pretty important.
Yeah.
So that's gonna take what she's doing, and that's what I'm saying. That right there's you're being emotional and not saying you're being biased. Like we have never heard it before, ever heard.
But she's cleaned it up since, and that's why she's getting her double. She's cleaned it up.
But there's people that just don't like her because she's black. It's that simple.
That's crazy to me.
Now, do I think? Now, me personally, if Caitlin Clarke, I hate saying this, was black, doing what Reese is doing, let that think in for a second. 13 double-doubles.
Yeah.
Top of her position, reverse that. Reese got 1 triple-double and got the most turnover. She'd be out of the league. And she'd be out of the league.
So I think, and I can only speak for myself. I got attracted to Caitlin Clarke's game because I'm a Steph Curry fan. I got attracted to Caitlin Clarke. So I remember the day it happened. My boy said, "Dad, you gotta watch this girl play ball." I said, "I ain't watching no girl basketball. You gotta be kidding me. I ain't watching no girl basketball." He said, "No, Daddy, you gotta watch this." I said, "All right, let me watch it." And when I seen her at Iowa, not just the shots, but her launching from deep, her being a floor general, her vision, her grit, right? That's what got me attracted. So I think when a lot of people, when coming to the WNBA, for at least for me, that's what I want to see from her, right? That's what drew me to the game itself. Now, being here, I now see Angel Reese. I now see Asia Wilson. Actually, Kelsey Plum is one of probably my second favorite player in the game. So I think people just have to get outside of, like you said, get outside their emotions and just be real. Like I think in life in general, people aren't aren't real and genuine enough to just admit that, hey, listen, these two truths can happen at the same exact time. You have two great players at the same exact time doing two great things. And I think that, at the end of the day, we have to be honest with ourselves and take all the problem with culture and in general today is everybody wants to be attached to something. And like you just said, yeah.
Now, I'm gonna get out of here after I say this. Well, I'll give you the last word after I say this.
Yeah.
But on this comment, that's what I was telling you earlier. I'm gonna read it. I want to like Reese. See, that's right there. See, you don't watch basketball to like nobody.
No.
You like their game. See, that's emotional. I'm going further. And I did until she jumped around and cheered for Caitlin Clarke's foul on Carter. Now hold up. See, she just lacks class. Well, hold on. Well, now when you beat somebody and do this in their face,
yeah,
is that classless? Now to me, it ain't class. It's basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. When the girl in the Gamecocks, Raven Johnson, that got a revenge on Caitlin Clarke, when you wave her off, is that classless? Not that to me, that's basketball.
Yeah.
My point is, whenever black folks do what they do, they get upset and call it classless. First of all, Reese did the same thing Caitlin did, right or wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Right
yeah, absolutely.
And the question is, what happened when Reese did it? The media went crazy. No respect. I'm like, hold on. She's starting, to me, it's basketball. I actually love seeing Caitlin doing that. I love it.
Mm-hmm. That's great. That's part of, competitive.
And the guys like this right here, they make it personal. I watched to like her.
So I would respond this way. I didn't like the hit on Caitlin Clarke. I didn't like the fact that Reese jumped up and celebrated. But this is what I would say is one situation doesn't define a person, and you teach people how to treat you. So yes, I didn't like that. So is she a worse of a person for me? No, I think that she either got caught up in a moment and was mad and frustrated because they were losing, right? So I don't agree with how she did it. I don't like the fact that she did it at all. But that doesn't outweigh or outshadow just Draymond Green. Draymond Green is a bully on the court. He's a bruiser. But does that take away from how great he is as the player? No.
No.
And that's where I stand with that.
I'll say this. When I said earlier, whenever a person pick out one thing, ready, to not like somebody, he's saying about race. That's fine. Well, I'll show you how it's about race. I'll show you. Whenever somebody black does something stupid or gets killed or something, the first thing they do is what? Post their bad pass. That's a pattern. That's just totally different. And I will say this to you. I didn't like what Kennedy did, but I remember. Caitlin started that. I saw it.
I see it.
But now, people say, oh, she pushed. Let me be clear. Had Kennedy pushed Caitlin, she should have been suspended immediately. You know why? Shirley checking somebody's basketball play. It's after the play, no ball in play. If you push somebody, now I'm like, yeah, you can't. And if you remember, she knew if she had pushed Clarke, she'd have been gone.
Oh, yeah.
You can't push. That's totally different. He knows that. Yeah, it was dirty. It was dirty. It was.
Yeah.
But to take a basketball play, that's dirty. Now, his thing. Draymond Green has done dirty basketball plays. He's also done dirty stuff. That's two different things.
Yeah.
Dirty stuff, dirty plays ain't the same thing. Dirty stuff can get you hurt.
Correct.
Now, example. Alyssa Thomas. Clothesline Reese out of the air. That was dirty. She could have had a concussion.
Correct.
That was dirty.
Kennedy Carter just got hit in the head their last game, and there was no foul.
You know why, though. You know why.
I'm just saying, like, I think the media itself, and I think this is where I'm gonna dip off after this, but the media itself, and I think that's the big problem. The media spins a narrative which people, when you are cult minded and you want to attach yourself to somebody, you're going to take whatever the media says and whatever in your favor, and not think rationally and critically thinking and looking at the facts and looking at how it's presented, and then make your own conclusion. Instead, you're taking what somebody else is saying. Like I teach my boys how to think, not what to think. Right? And there's not enough people in the world that are just thinking on their own. They let somebody else tell them what to think.
Yep. He said so. Okay, but how you feel about what he said? Explain it to me. Didn't talk to me. They can't do that.
Exactly.
No, he said it. I know he said it, but he was wrong. But why are you saying that? Well, he said it. I don't respect you then.
Exactly.
So I'm
But
gonna get off.
good, man. It's been good talking, man. It's been good. I really appreciate it. I came on to clarify myself, and it was a great conversation.
Yeah. And see, we didn't argue. We didn't get personal.
No.
It was a conversation. This is
that's what it needs to be.
Exactly. So I'll try to be on tomorrow. I'm gonna catch one of the games on a live and watch them. But when you watch it, you watch tomorrow. Remember what I said, Caitlin, you cannot keep walking the ball.
Oh, yeah, I know. I get it. Hey, anybody out there watching, man, like and subscribe, man. This guy's legit. Like and subscribe.
Likewise. I'll see you next time.
All right, take it easy.
All right.